achievements. I know it's hard to like think back, but I'll give you a moment and I'll just write them down as you tell me. So that's good. Okay. Perfect. And what else did you do? Nice. Good, good. I'm proud of you. Okay. Yeah, just 10 of them, a few more. Yeah, they can be simple. Like, if you redecorated your room, for example, that can be an achievement because a new space is a new inspiration. So, anything that you have in mind. Love that. And, okay, good, good, good. Yeah, don't mind the cars, it's a little busy. First day of the year, I bet people are like going to the gym, getting started on their stuff. Okay. And one more. Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you on a scale from 1 to 10, were you in harmony? Okay, so this is gonna be like, were you in harmony in your finances? As in, are you proud of your finances on a scale from 1 to 10? How good do you think you did in this area, okay? So let's start with that one. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being your finances, you did great, you're where you want to be, or 0 being like, I do not even care about finances, I need to like really focus in on that this year. On a scale from 1 to 10. Okay. And career. On a scale from 1 to 10, how aligned do you think you were in your career this year? Okay. How was your attitude this year? So your attitude. Okay. And how do you think your social life was this year? Does it need more work in 2023, or do you think you did pretty good socially? Okay, good. And your relationships, this could be, your partner, or if you don't have one, any relationships. How do you think they did this year? Okay, good. Family, how close were you? How do you think you and your family were this year? Like, were you in harmony and connected to them as much as you wanted to be, or do you want to be more? And remember, if you want to be more connected, you would answer on a lower scale. If you were so connected, so aligned with your family, that would be a 10. Okay. And health. So, were you healthy this year, or do you think you need a little more work in 2023? Okay. And last but not least, personal growth. So do you think you personally grew a lot this year? Do you think that it wasn't the best for personal growth? Alright. Now, what are 5 things that you learned this year? You can take a moment to shut your eyes and really tune into what you think your biggest lessons were this year. They could be simple lessons, but anything. Okay, good. So just pick 5 events that you knew you really just were happy. It could be you were on this vacation, or you like had this breakthrough, anything, any 5 top moments that you remember this year. Okay. Good. Perfect. Okay, good. You're doing great. And okay. Now, what events, books, or movies impacted you the most this year? Did you read any books that really shaped your life? Did you go to an event? Did you watch a movie that, or a show that really impacted you? You can list as many as you want. It's not limited. Okay. Yeah, movies and shows can really inspire us. Good, good, good. Alright. Perfect. If you wanna like come back to these and think on it, we totally can. But let's move on to the next. What were the most challenging situations this year, and how did you grow from them? So, of course, we can always grow from the negative, from the dark times that we experience. There lives a lesson in it, and most of the time, the darkness is our light. It's where our biggest growth happens. So, what were some challenging experiences this year? Challenging overthinking, challenging thoughts, challenging circumstances that you had to overcome. And how did you grow? What did you learn? Okay. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Yep. Well, I am very proud of you. This year offers a fresh new start for you. New opportunities, new doors, and I know that you're going to accomplish so much. So just hold on to that light, hold on to that hope, and implement what you learned in 2022 to really change this year. This is your year. Alright, now, what were your 5 biggest strengths and weaknesses in 2022? So just list first your 5 strengths and then your 5 weaknesses. What are you proud of yourself of? How did you handle situations, your mindset, anything? Okay, good. And then list your weaknesses, or 5 weaknesses that you might need to work on next year, or this year. Okay. Perfect. resolution setting. So, okay. And what are your greatest insights that you have gained over the past year? So, I know we said like the 5 biggest lessons, but what are some insights a little more into the lessons that you've learned that you're gonna really implement this year? Okay. Let me just hold this a little bit. Good. Okay, perfect. Good. Perfect. Now, what little things did you enjoy the most during your day-to-day life? It could be just going to get your cup of coffee, a little self-care routine, anything. Just the tiny things that you enjoyed during your day-to-day. What are your simple joys? I also love that. Alright, perfect. So you're going to continue doing those this year, I'm assuming? Good, good. It's always good to do things that bring you joy. Always, always, always follow the joy, follow the excitement, follow your intuition. Okay, how did you love, give, or contribute this year to yourself and to others? So how did you give back? Not only to others, but to yourself as well. What things did you do that served yourself as well as serving others? Okay. Alright, perfect. Okay. Alright, perfect. Now, what do you still want to release or let go of? And what or who do you want to forgive? So, what limiting beliefs are you ready to just not have anymore? What's not serving you? What are you ready to release? A habit, a negative thought, a repeating negative limiting belief. Who do you want to forgive? Do you want to forgive yourself? Do you want to forgive someone else? Your peace is very important, so what are you ready to let go of stepping into this new year? Alright. Good. Amazing. Alright. Perfect. I love that. I'm ready for you to let go of it as well. I think it's really good to release some of these old habits, these old thoughts, and just delete them, get rid of them, and just step into the new year with a new energy, a weight lifted off of our shoulders, and that includes forgiving others because being angry at others is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die, Buddha says. So, now, last question. Who are you most, or not who So, but just what is your biggest goal? Okay. Alright. Well, I believe you're capable of achieving that. Now, number 2, what will you improve or do differently next year? This year? What are you going to improve? What are you going to do differently? Your routine, your schedule, is it going to change? Like, what action steps are you taking to accomplish your goal? Okay. Perfect. Okay, and number 3, what skills do you want to learn, improve, or master? So what do you want to improve on, or what do you want to learn, or what do you want to master? What skills do you want? Okay. Good. Alright, perfect. Amazing. Okay, number 4. What books, seminars, or online courses do you want to learn from? So any online course that you want to invest in, seminars that you want to go to, or that, any seminar, speaking event, any event or books do you want to read? What are you going to learn from? Okay. Okay, perfect. And number 5, which habits, this is really important. Goals are like secondary. Number 1 is habits, routine, your foundation. What does your day-to-day look like? Goal setting is not shooting a rocket and expecting it to fly. It's about getting in the car and starting the drive. And as you go, you have your habits that guide you and your little daily things that you do that will get you to your destination. But you're in control of the car. You're driving it. So what little things do you need to do each day in order to get you to your goals? Or, like, what habits do you need to get rid of? What habits do you need to implement? What do you need to change? Perfect. Alright. Good. Okay. We have 3 more questions. Alright. What do you want to see, explore, or discover this year? Any places you want to go? Any experience goals? What do you want on that level? Yeah, dream big. Don't limit yourself. We're getting rid of these limiting beliefs. You're capable of doing that. You're capable of so much more than you think. So just act like money's not an issue. Act like these things and think big. That's my biggest lesson for the year. Think bigger. 7, how can you bring more harmony into your life? So, how can you create more balance, alignment on the thought level, on the mind, body, spirit? How can you get more in harmony with yourself, with your goals, with what you want? Okay, good. Alright. Perfect. I love that idea. Amazing. And one last question. What morning or evening routines can you follow to have a more joyful, successful life? So, like I said, habits are the most important thing in our lives. So, what habit, what routine do you want to start implementing? What do you want to create? What's your day-to-day going to look like? I know life changes here and there. Sometimes we can't do certain things every single day, but it's all about intention, not perfection. It's about purpose. So go into it with a purpose and intention that I will do these activities, I will read, I will meditate, etc. Whatever you want your routine to look like, and go into it with intention to just be present and to do it. And if you don't beat yourself up. There's always a new day, a new beginning. 2023, of course, is a portal to new opportunity. It is a new start. New Year's has this portal energy of inspiration, freshness, and opportunity, but not just a New Year's and the celebration of January 1st, but all year round. You can always start fresh. So don't forget that. Don't be hard on yourself if you don't follow through on some habits. Just try again. Just start again. So what do you want your routines to look like? Your morning, night, evening, whatever. Perfect. That sounds great. And perfect. Alright, well, you did absolutely amazing. Amazing. I see all of this being possible for you, all your goals, all the things that you want to accomplish this year. It's your year, okay? You're in control of it. You can create it. You can create your habits, create your routine, produce thoughts instead of getting consumed by thoughts. You can start fresh and you can start now, and I believe in you so much. If you need to come back here, we can do a check-in to see how you're following up on all of these goals. And I highly recommend to reflect on your month. So if you reflect on your month, it will, in the beginning of this month, so January, we can think about, okay, I'm going to reflect at the end of the month. How do I want to look back and be proud of myself? What do I want to write down? So I highly recommend checking in. We can check in with each other if you'd like, but I believe in your goals, and I know that this year can be different. You can accomplish so much more than you think. You have so much endless potential to tap into. So I see that in you, and I hope you see that in yourself this year. So feel free to check back in, and then we can see how you're implementing your new routines, your new habits in order to accomplish your goals. I will see you soon, and have an amazing, amazing